Welcome everyone, welcome back to Willamina Forest. This is episode 25 with me, Farmer Cop. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to Willamina Forest. We are here doing things, I suppose you could say. So as you know, we have canola growing in these fields. We have sugar beets here. No weeds have popped up here. We dealt with these weeds last time. My cat's making noise next to me, so I apologize if you hear any of that. All right, so what we need to do today is take out the trees here so we can. Our goal of this episode is to expand this field and make some money doing some forestry. You remember last episode we bought a new seeder. I think we want to get a new planter at some point too soon. Yeah, so working all that stuff. We're gonna take a look at maintenance here in just a second. Actually, let me get that ready to go. Okay, so the one thing I did add in another mod today, and I'll go over that here in a second. You'd think I'd be more prepared, but no, that's not gonna happen. Okay, let's see if this works here. Okay, beautiful. It did pop up. So we'll do 1 to 80. All right, so we're gonna just go ahead and I think we only have 2, I'm pretty sure, over that limit. So I think it's still the case and the FDR. So for the case, we will roll. Let's see what we get here. Oh, if I can find, there we go. 76, the case is safe, and ooh, the FDR is gonna get hit with something. I feel like that's something bad. And that's not what we need to be getting hit with something, darn it. Okay, let's see here. Let me pull up the repair chart. I have it off screen just because it wasn't, I don't know, it's not working on here. I think because I moved it, I think I need to put it back in. But number 11, oh, radiator failure. We now need to see if we need to repair it or replace it. So let me pull back up into, let me get this back up here. Okay. Let's get back into here. Okay, so 1 or 2. Oops, where's my mouse? There we go. All right, 1 or 2. So 2. Of course we're gonna replace it. Of course. Why wouldn't you replace it, right? Okay, so that's gonna cost us probably not. It probably costs more in real life. It's cost us $1,500, and that thing is out of service for 4 hours, so we can't even use it until basically noon today. So that sucks. Well, let's take the money out so we can get that thing repaired. All right, perfect. So that's going to be awesome. And let's make sure, let's go into the menu here, make sure there's nothing else that meets those requirements. Oops, I had it right, but I changed it. The case, the FDR, the case is so close to needing 2 rolls. And the same is coming up, but not there yet. Perfect. Okay. That's what we got going on there. I did go down and pick up the fertilizer that we bought last time. So we have a lot of fertilizer now. We're good to go for a long time. This is lime sitting out here, but so we have fertilizer down here. Oh yeah, the mod. I wanted to mention that. So the mod I added in, which last time I added in, if we go into silos here, I added in the root crop storage, which is, where is it at? This guy right here, which I want to use. However, it doesn't store wood chips, which I talked about. I could get like this guy, which does 300,000 liters and does wood chips. Which, how big is that? That's not too big. I don't know. I'm kind of torn for what I should use. But just in case I have more options, because I really want to use this, because this is a pretty realistic way that they would do it, or would be done. And it's about the same size as that. So I want to use that. I really do. I haven't used that in a long time, and I want to use that. So if we come back down here, though, I did have this option here to add a multifruit portion to our silo, but I added in the multifruit pack because I think that will hopefully help out a little bit. But it's a multifruit silo extension pack. Well, it's multifruit. Those, oh, okay, small multifruit, 65,000 for 75,000 liters, which that's not a lot of wood chips really. Let's see how that kind of blends in with. That doesn't blend in at all. That looks terrible, but the big one actually probably would blend in. Yeah, if we did one of those on each side, that'd probably be all right, but that's how much, 100,000? Yeah, we don't want to put those in yet. It's kind of a bummer that those don't hold as much. Those are the silo extensions don't hold anywhere near as much as like these silos do, which is kind of a bummer. I was hoping they'd be a little bit more But that'd be okay. And that's the only purpose of that is to put wood chips in, which I don't even know if it's worth it. We might just not do that. We might just not store wood chips. But anyhow, I did already commit to adding that mod in. So regardless of what happens now, that mod is in here. We'll probably end up adding another mod tomorrow. Well, I mean, we will tomorrow if we make it tomorrow. I'm sure we're going to make it to tomorrow in game. But I'm going to wait till noon to basically do anything. Actually, what I will do probably is take... let's see what the price is for wood chips right now. Is it not too bad? I hope, but I mean, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. Of course, it's 231 and dropping. I'll say I could fill this up with wood chips and go wood chip with the, that might be what I have to do. This is going to be needed weeding soon, which is perfect. But if I come down here, as you can see, all these trees need to be taken out. So I could grab the Brux, which is sitting right there, and start knocking. There's a lot of small trees you can see right up front here, so maybe I'll do that just to get a bunch of the small trees out of the way. But other than that, we're just gonna have to wait. This thing obviously is not moving because of the radiator, right? Not anyhow. Yeah, I think that's what I got for you guys for now. We'll do another time lapse today of doing something. I think we're gonna we may add an upgrade into the town today. Instead of do like, because we've done roads the last 2 episodes, so I think I'll add in an upgrade somewhere. I don't know where, but I will do one somewhere. So we go to grass. It's actually easier to see the roadways this way. We have this going up around here. Got the bed and breakfast there. The upgrade I want to add in I have to go kind of survey the land a little bit. It might end up going in here or in here. That might be where it ends up going. The upgrade I'm thinking of might go in one of those spots, but we'll see. I've kind of lost track or stopped keeping track of the upgrades because we just are making more than we're doing upgrades anyways. And at some point I do want to connect that road up. So I don't know, maybe I want to skip. I don't want to do a road right away this episode just because I did roads the last 2 since we upgraded this one last episode. As you can see, it's pretty close after that since none of the grass has grown back yet. So yeah, I think I'll do an upgrade somewhere in this space. At least that's my plan for now. So anyhow, at this point, I'm going to get some of these small trees taken out while I'm waiting for this thing to be ready to go. I could take out the big trees by wood chipping, but we're just not going to make the money we're going to want to make off of the trees doing that. So I don't really want to do that for all of them. So, okay, guys, I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, everyone, welcome back. It has not been hardly any time at all, but I have made an executive decision. We are going to do some upgrades here. I'm going to finish out our landscaping portion here. This theoretically shouldn't cost us too much. So what I mean by too much, that's going to cost us literally millions probably, with my luck. See here, we're doing okay so far. I'll make sure I actually flatten out the right spots. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. Where do we want this to tie in? I think we want it to just, and then maybe just ramp down to it. I think that's what we want. We'll just smooth those together as if nothing happened there. Okay. And then yeah, so that smooths down to that pretty good. Move it out a little bit more there. Okay. So that should work out just fine. Let's get this painted and then I'll decide what I want to do. Okay, let's paint the grass first. That way, theoretically, we can, let me just change the shape of that. And I'll come fix all that in a second. All right, get the grass down to there. Oh, never mind. Let's do this first. Just in case I don't do anything more over here. Let's get that smoothed out a little bit. Cost us a little bit of unnecessary money, but that's okay. Okay, paint that. Okay, that should be everything. Let's get over to the road. Put in the dirt road. That's about the right width there. Maybe a little wider, but touch. There we go. Okay. We'll connect that up to there. Down here, I might want this to go that, and then this can just keep going and connect up down there. Okay, I like that. That can go like that, and that connects up, and that'll be the field there. So, okay, that works out pretty well. How is that for being smooth? Not too bad, actually. That'll work for me. Yeah, maybe finish that up a little bit there. Okay, that's next to rocks. There, that one right there. Lower that down, get that guy painted up a little bit better. My cat is trying to like break into my office. I have a kitten still. Well, I guess kind of still a kitten. Smaller than a normal cat and still as rambunctious as a kitten, kind of in the maybe the toddler cat years. I don't know. All right, that'll work for me. Let's fix this up a little bit here. Anyhow, he's trying to break into my room, and by break into it, I mean he's scratching at the door, just trying to annoy me. I threw him out there because he was annoying me while I was trying to record. Oh, anyhow, okay. So as far as the yard goes, things that I want to have happen on the yard. I want a drive-through shelter for us to park trailers in. It could be where we drive around the back and then pull through, and there's a drive-through shelter here. I also want the storages, I think, to be on this part of the lot. I don't think I want to extend too far over here, but let's take a look at some of these storages. I apologize if this is taking a lot. This probably will, but this is, I mean, this works as a drive-through shelter effectively. Obviously, it's a big drive-through shelter. It works. It can fit a lot of stuff under it without any issues. So that's why I'm thinking about putting this. Oh, I wouldn't want that on the road. So maybe like, probably lower it in a little bit. Maybe raise it a touch, like right there. How much is that going to cost to place that? $33,987. I'm worried it's going to mess with the landscaping a little bit, not manscaping. Yeah, I think that'll work. I just don't know if I'm going to like that later on. Yeah, I think we just go for it. I think we just do that. Okay. Did that mess with things too bad? Actually, it didn't really mess with it hardly at all. Okay. Though I am going to put gravel under there to help match the rest. So if we did that there, let's put some gravel under it while we can still access it pretty easily. Get to gravel, and there we go. Okay. Let's do gravel along there. And along there. Okay, and down the middle. Make sure that's all graveled up. So that essentially will just kind of connect like that. That's what I want right there. Okay, so that way hopefully you can either drive in the front here and pull them out the back, but probably drive around and then pull through the back here. So I need this to be a road that's going to connect up probably to this. And given we'll need some space there, but I'll determine how that all kind of fits together in a second. Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to add in. We're doing okay on money, though I'm going to need some more. So I'm going to take out a loan, which I know. Oh, actually, while we're doing this, let's get you to work over here. Might as well. You shouldn't be destroying any of this. Nope. Oh wait, you are. Oh no. Okay. Uh-oh, panic alert. No, it's actually not that big of a deal. We will take you out here, and you can do wood chipping. And by the way, I filled up the brucks out here, but we'll take the case back, and we'll get the case with some narrow tires on, and then the case should be able to drive out there without destroying anything. That's their first growth state too. All right, perfect. Dump you off, and then yeah, because these things will just absolutely demolish crops. But so I guess what I'm looking at here with the landscaping, there's two options. The one option is I extend out the other side here where the water is, and I put storages over there or some storage over there, and I leave this for when I want to do more stuff, or I just use this land for the storages, and then worst case scenario later on we can move it over there and we have more money, or we can, yeah, I kind of want this to be open here, so I'm thinking about putting it over there, but that's going to cost a lot in landscaping. But I think it's one of those things that we better just do it right the first time instead of not do it right the first time, if that makes sense. That makes sense, right? Instead of do it twice. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I just can't communicate effectively with other people, I guess. Okay, let's go over to here. We'll might as well repair you while you're here, and we're going to customize Let's get those down to... Oh, that's right. We got to go down to narrows. Okay, and we should already own that. Yes. That's the most... Yeah, that's the biggest engine configuration. Okay, customized. Yes, $0. And then we'll switch you back to doubles after we take care of this mission. This mission to do things, I guess. I do like that drive-through shelter there. I think that's where I would have wanted it anyways. I mean, we could even put another one next to it here and kind of come out the same way, but I do like this being there. I think that's going to be a good spot for that and kind of makes sense where it's at. So I am happy with that. And these should not destroy the crop. If they do, I will be maybe angry. Nope, they're not. Perfect. Some tractors, I don't think it's any base game ones though, but some of the modded tractors will still destroy crops regardless of narrow tires or not. I know the International, which is one of my favorite modded tractors, does do that. Unless it's been updated or something, but it did that within the last couple months, I guess. I guess it doesn't matter to take out those weeds, huh? Since there's no crop there anymore. But okay, you work on that. Fabulous. Fabulous. Okay. So, okay, that's there. But at least we should be able to place some things. Let's go. We need a loan. We should be able to pay off most of this today, if not all of it. I'll take out 200,000. Let me think. One I'm trying to place is probably pretty expensive. Let's just take out 400,000 just to be safe. I know it's a lot of money, and I should just wait and get it all differently, but I want... Right now I'm kind of pressed for I want to put wood chips in something since the prices are terrible, which I know if we go to prices here for wood chips, yes, if I sell them at $200 versus, you know, $350, that's, you know, it doesn't seem like that's a lot of a difference, but when you're selling 80,000 liters at a time, I mean, that's a lot. That's per trailer. If we're 150 off, you know, 70 times 150. I mean, that's $12,000 more a trailer, and we fill up a trailer crazy fast. So, I think it'll be worth it in the long run to do this. The amount we'll make extra on wood chips by just holding on to them will pay for the interest for the loan. But okay, so storages I want to put in. I think what I've decided is not to use these, even though I installed them. I know. This is a cheap option for wood chips, so I'm thinking I may legitimately use one of these again. But I'm also looking at, since I haven't used this before, it's something a little bit different. I guess the entrances, I guess the things are on each side for that, so I'm torn, but I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to use one of the other guys here, but I do want to put some of these in, and I'm trying to see how much space we kind of need. So these fill up at one end and are unloaded on the other side. So I think what we can do is have the unload side just off the road like that, and then do one a second, which looks like we can place them now, and then we could even do a third. I probably won't place 3 now, but we'll put, I think, 2 along here and leave space, and then we'll put in one of these just solely for wood chips. We'll use it just for wood chips, and I think I'll use the brick one this time. And yeah, okay, so that's, the shelves are really actually nice on this diagram to actually show off where you would be driving through to put wood chips in. I'm tempted just to put it like in here, because then you could just kind of, I almost pointed at my computer screen to show you, but you can kind of drive through like this. That doesn't look even, but it is just because of the way it's set up. Or I could put it right here. Actually, that might be a good idea. Put it right here so you can drive off of there. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. We'll place that right there. So that way you can just drive off and through there, and then we will landscape this and put in our other storages. Let's go over and get that built real quick. Run over here and get that taken care of. Get a sip of coffee. This is a lot of thinking. Farmer Cop's brain is getting fried here. Oh, that's right. Click. All right, there we go. Such a nifty feature. I do love that. Alien Jim put that in like that. We'll get these opened up. We might as well just open them up. They're just going to stay open. So yeah, you can pull it off the road here and drive through there. Okay, I'm happy with that. So let's get to the landscape tool here. And just to further demonstrate this, we'll go ahead and get the gravel trail put in to pull in off of the main road here. All right, there. I kind of like having the grass on each side there, so I'll do that. And then this can come out and then pull back into the main road. And then I'll just fix that up with some dirt here in a second. I actually think I want, just because there is some shelving there, we'll just kind of connect that up to make it look like the shelving gets used occasionally or something. I don't know. Just kind of connect it to the rest of what we got going on, and I'll leave that road alone for now. I might widen it or do something else with it. Oh, is that? I don't like the way that's... Is that kind of up? That is. Let's get over... I want to smooth that a lot more. Smooth that out so that way that's actually kind of smoothed in. That one like that too. A little bit. Yeah. Let's smooth that out just a little bit. A little bit of a landscaping perfectionist now that I've done just a few things, so I expect it all to work out very well and look nice. That works for me. And then down here, this is definitely going to need some work. Let's get that smoothed out. Okay. We're not doing anything. We're not losing any money. Huh, okay. Maybe that's smooth as it gets. Yep, okay. So that works for me. I like that. That's wood chips solved. Let's get over to here. Change modes. Okay. This, I think I want to go out to there. So this is going to be expensive here. This is going to be the kicker. Okay, let's get this and let's smooth it. Just work its way back in. Okay. That I think we can work with. Yeah, and we'll smooth all of this out here in a second. Okay, let's go this, and let's raise this up. And I did do recently a video on landscape, and you guys seem to like that. At least a lot of people have watched it, just to kind of show off some of the different tips and tricks that I've found out. And some of them are from people telling me stuff, like you guys telling me, actually giving me advice for landscaping. So that's kind of just a cumulative knowledge of all of that come together. I made that video, so need to be helpful. All right, I think that will work for us. Let's lower this back down. And let's touch more. Okay, let's go back to grass. That's the grass. Yep, we'll put some grass back in here. Make sure everything's got grass. We smooth that out, right? Yeah, okay, that's all smooth. Perfect. Okay, that looks decent. I'll take that. We may have to go out more though. Is that enough? We'll see. If we can do 2 right now and then we have to go out more for the other ones later, I'm okay with that. Get to our root crop storage, which, oh, we never put in another one of these guys. Yeah, we want to maybe decide that too. We might as well, we've got a lot of money and we're deciding what to put in and where. This is something I would like to be maybe like here, so a truck can easily pull in and get to it. Maybe we'll put it in a little ways, maybe like to there. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. And that adds 100,000 liters to it. Yeah, let's put in a couple of these as well. We'll put in 1, 2. They're kind of expensive. We'll put in those 2. So that 5 of them there. That works for me for now. Okay, and I think I'll put a barrier of some kind, like maybe a bush or something like that along there. But I am liking the way this is coming out. Maybe I'll put a fence there. Actually, that'll look nice. Okay, let's go over and get our root crop storage put in. Let's raise it up so it's actually, yeah, out a little bit there. Okay, I think right there is where I want it. Okay. That should work, and then we'll put another one right next to it, hopefully. Come on, you can landscape there. Far away do I have to go to make you green? I don't really want to angle you in more. I want you at the same angle. That'll work. So that doesn't make any sense that works, but this does not. That's frustrating. Okay, let's see. Maybe we do need to go a little bit more on the landscaping side of things here. This might cost us a boatload of money, but I think we need to bring it out more. And then that way when we smooth it out, maybe we put this in, then we smooth it out. Let's try that. Get over to the root crop storage. Oh, don't be a jerk about it this time. I do have place anything or place anywhere on, so I don't understand why it doesn't like me, to say the least. Maybe it legitimately doesn't, oh, maybe it just doesn't read it as part of the map. You would think it would, or something weird. That is a little bit frustrating. If I angle it more that way. Can't even place it further down. Guess I could place it there, but that's obviously not where I want it. It is letting me do it there a little bit. Okay, well, maybe we just have one of those for now. That's strange that it's not letting me do another one. Well, we'll take what we have for now. I'm not going to keep messing too much with it. We'll smooth this out so it looks nice. We'll just do a quick smooth. We don't need to do anything crazy back there. Okay, and then we will landscape. We'll put some grass back there again. And then I think I want to do gravel coming back through here. And this will connect up just to this guy here. Perfect. And I might also just connect that right up to there. Let me know what you guys think of this. Some of you guys may be against how it's kind of seems maybe a little chaotic with how different stuff is in different places and doesn't all match and whatnot. But I mean, let me know what you guys think about it. I do want to take into account some of you guys' opinions of what we got going on, obviously, and I want you guys to think the farm is going well. So let me know down in the comments what you think, if you hate it or you like it, or yeah, let me know what you think. Oh, I passed the dirt. Let me get back around to the dirt. This will help make it look a little bit cleaner here. Okay, yeah, that helps quite a bit. Okay, I don't think it looks too bad. I think it looked better with two of them in there, but yeah. Oh, we need to fix this up here. Let's get some gravel in over here. Make a path that goes through that. Is that pretty even along the ground? Yeah, that is. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll just leave that as it is for now, I think. Yeah, we could even just loop that up to there. Make this a little bit wider through here. Yeah, we could put some more buildings in there, in the yard there. Let's go actually and put in... This has been a long time, me doing a lot of landscaping stuff, I apologize. Let's get some fences in, I think. I think this will help make it look a little bit more like a yard. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And then I'll even put one or a couple along here. Get that guy there lined up. And this might cause a glitch, but we're just going to go for it and see what happens. When I get in that truck, it should pop it up. I'll just use super strength to move it off of it, but that'll be fine. All right, I'm gonna start with that. We'll start with that. That's definitely an improvement to the farmyard here. But let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments. It's definitely something different. It's a little bit different design, but I'm trying to work with this yard here and trying to use it best as possible. Maybe that needs to be gravel through there too, just to help make it match up. But yeah, let me know, and let me know if there's anything I'm doing wrong trying to place this. But I can't think of any reason why it shouldn't place right there with the amount of spaces over here. So okay, I'm gonna keep working on stuff, and it's almost noon, so hopefully I can work on some forestry, and then we'll do a time lapse. Actually, probably be the next thing you'll see is a time lapse, and then we'll wrap up the episode after we do a little bit more. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright folks, welcome back. So, you saw as we time-lapsed this guy right here, which that thing is very cool. I like that building quite a bit. Takes up most of that space over there. I don't even know what it takes. Wheat, barley, oats, canola, soy, corn, potatoes, sugar beets, sugar cane. Yeah. Nice. Another sell point. I know we don't really need another sell point, but I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I saw that when it came out in the mod hub and wanted to use it. But on that note, we are going to get ready to wrap up this episode, but I think we can just go ahead and... Actually, we probably could use some more fuel. Let's get everything topped up here. And then I'll tell a police story as we go drive around and look at some of the new additions to the town. So I can get in here. Oh, I think I have to open the lid on it. There we go. All right. We'll go get everyone topped up, and then I'll tell a police story as we go drive around town. Yeah, I've got a couple questions for you guys as well. First off, I definitely need to know what you guys think about this setup here. I like it. I like it. So I don't know if I'll keep it regardless, but if you guys really don't like it, I can change it around, or let me know, even if it's just advice or tips on how you guys think I could make it better. Let me know that too, because I can definitely do that. And get these guys topped up here. Perfect. But yeah, and then the other thing I want to know if you guys want me to try to do maybe some production on here. I wouldn't do a ton of it. I don't want it to be just a production map, but we have a lot of, like, I mean, we're still clearing, obviously. We're spending most of our free time doing forestry, but we have free time on the side between doing our yield, since we're doing crop plant growth slow. So we do have, I mean, the time is there to be able to do stuff if we do want to do it. So yeah, I guess I would just ask if you guys want me to look at doing some production on here. I want to do a little bit on, on No Man's Land as well, but I'd probably do different stuff on each one. But I know there's plenty of production mods just on the mod hub alone. And then you didn't take very much gas at all. I don't think I've ever gassed you up. You're pretty fuel efficient. Well, probably not, but regardless. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of that, or if you guys want me to do any production on here or anything like that. Yeah, just let me know what you guys think. If you guys think it's a good idea, I might start throwing some production on here. And I don't know how I would do it. I'd probably do it where we'd have to, like, maybe I'd set it up where we sold stuff to the factory or did stuff for a factory. I don't know if I'd make it so we owned the factory, but I mean, I could do that as well, or maybe we could buy it later or something. But get through here. All right, I don't think... I'm trying to think. Oh, we probably should go gas up the truck. I actually think the truck's pretty low on gas. Let's go get that guy gassed up real quick. That's two tractors there. Oh, geez. Well, I'm gonna hit that. I haven't been crashing very much lately, so there you guys go. I crashed. Oh, there's another tractor up here too, isn't there? I'm pretty sure there is another one up here. I want to get these guys both topped up. Yep, there is. Okay. I pulled in really poorly. Let me... Actually, I want to get it angled this way, because I'm going to go for the tractor next. Back up to you. Yeah, this guy needed quite a bit of fuel. Damn much he needed. Yeah, oh yeah, he needed like what was it, like 500 liters? So he needed a fair amount. Oh, you needed a lot too. Holy cow. Yeah, those are the two tractors or two vehicles that really needed it. 94 liters left. Awesome. I can't remember if this other trailer over here has any fuel left or not, or if it has any at all, but maybe we'll pick it up too and take it with us to go fuel up as well. I do like the TLX truck quite a bit. I'm damn glad that they're still updating it and doing different stuff with it as well. I think that's a nice feature. All right, let's back up and see what this guy's got in it. Nothing. All right, we're gonna take it in and get fuel as well. Because I think, yeah, we're just gonna use both of these for fuel. I think they're both geared up for fuel. One doesn't have the flames on it though, but yeah, so anyhow, the story I'm thinking about talking about today is it's kind of a sad story, really. Yeah, I know it sounded great, but it's something that does happen that I think is important to note, and it's important to investigate thoroughly as a police officer when this stuff does happen. So I had someone come down to the police department the other day, or not the other day, I guess. I always start my stories like that, but this happened a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago either. Jeez, I can't even get the time frame right. But this happened probably, gosh, sometime either early this year or late last year. But this girl comes into the police department. She's not that old, probably mid-20s or so. And she says she needed to report something to me. She wouldn't give dispatch any details, so I go down there. I say, okay, what's going on? I pull into one of our interview rooms and ask her what's going on. Here's our nice little cell point here, but I like the birch tree. Sorry, I get super distracted. But I asked her what's going on. I say, hey, what happened? She's like, well, my boyfriend and I got in a fight, and she has a story that she's like, well, I hit him and pushed him and stuff like that. And I already, like, just the way she's telling me this story, I didn't believe her, which I know that sounds bad, but you'll understand that it's a good thing in a second. It didn't sound like that was what had happened. I was like, that doesn't sound right to me. So next time I think we'll finish that road up, but oh no. Oh no. Come on, you can make it. Turn back over. Turn back over. Okay, I know I don't normally do this, but because I'm in the middle of a police story, I don't want to just wait here while I go pick up another vehicle. I'm just gonna flip this over, guys, so don't look. If you're angry, don't look. There we go. All right, beautiful. Can't believe I flipped over the truck. All right, turn that back off. So anyhow, so I didn't, and then I started asking her more detailed questions because I wasn't buying it. I got all the information for her boyfriend and everything like that, and I asked her, more questions and more detailed questions, and then she started contradicting parts of her story. So it just, and like, that's a sign that's like, okay, your story's not adding up. And then she asked me if I could just arrest her. She said, I just want to get arrested so I can, and I'm like, whoa, oops, I want to disconnect the rear one. I was like, whoa, I'm not just gonna arrest you. I didn't have anywhere near enough evidence to just arrest her. And by the way, I don't have a victim at this point because I haven't talked to the guy. So I was like, I'm not just gonna arrest you, but I was like, if you feel like you want to, you can hang out at the police department. So I set her up in the police department interview room, which has a couch and stuff. So I let her just hang out there. It's a secured room, so she's able to be in there and be fine. But then I went and tried to find out or find her the other half of the party, her boyfriend. So I go to the house and I talked to the neighbors, and the neighbors had overheard a lot of what happened. And based on what the neighbors described, not going to say everything that exactly happened, what the neighbors described was she had been more of the victim than him, as in most of the aggressive behavior was coming from him and not from her. And so I get all this information from the neighbors where I'm able to kind of piece a story together about what I think actually happened, and I find out that that's actually what happened, and I confront her about it, and I talked to her, and she told me, she's like, well, in these situations, after she admitted to me that she had lied to me, and blah blah blah, and that it was him that did it. She didn't want him to get in trouble, but she wanted to stay away from him, and she wanted to do that so badly that she wanted to get arrested so she could just stay away from him, which is a crazy situation to be in. And I ended up finding the guy, and the situation's much worse than I'm making it sound. It ended up being a much more severe situation with what actually happened. So I arrested the guy for a felony domestic violence crime and a couple of misdemeanor domestic violence crimes, but I was able to locate him. And he wouldn't come talk to me at first or turn himself in or anything like that. So I finally convinced him to come in, and then I arrested him. So that was that one I spent a lot of time working on that case. I think I started working on that case that morning at my work, and then I finished it. I think I stayed late. I think I worked an extra few hours late just to finish that case and wrap it all up. But yeah, so that was a case where it's like, yeah, sometimes people lie, but they lie for different reasons than other than they're just trying to lie or deceive you. Yes, they're trying to deceive you, but at the same time, there's other stuff behind the surface. But anyhow, I mean, just be aware of that, because that can happen in other situations too, with family members, friends, stuff like that are going through hard stuff where they may not want to tell you the truth, and it's kind of obvious. Not necessarily saying you need to press them for the truth per se, just like, but I mean, my job is to do that because I have to find the truth before I can act or do anything. But anyhow, sorry, not the most uplifting story, but it had a good result. No one ended up being severely injured or anything. I got everyone taken care of. Everything is solved after that, and I was able to help them get resources and stuff like that. So it had a good result. I know it was a little bit of a maybe more emotional story, especially if some of you have ever been involved in situations like that or know people that are involved. Domestic violence situations can be kind of they can be scary, even if you're not the one directly involved and you're just aware of it going on and you're trying to help someone. But yeah, anyhow, guys, that is what I got. I think on that note, we are going to wrap up the episode. Looking at the time that we're at here, we'll get more forestry done. I did end up paying, I had notes here. Where'd I go? There we are. Okay, I did end up paying back $200,000 on the loan, so we only owe $200,000 now as opposed to $400,000, which is great. And our money's slowly draining as we pay for fuel, which just takes forever to fill up. But anyhow, guys, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button up on your screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.